Very well, thank you.
Firstly, a very warm welcome to everyone, but particularly to all you helpers, people that give up your time week in, week out, without any pay, volunteers that do everything that is deserved of this fabulous accolade that we've got today. But not only the people that come and pack or assemble the filters, but also the people that make the teddies, knit the teddies and the blankets and the jumpers, or collect children's and baby clothing for us, which is absolutely amazing. And of course, we're so proud of what we're going to receive today. This is about you, really. This is about all the volunteers that come and give up your time. It really isn't about the people who receive the boxes, but I'm sure if they were aware of what you've achieved, like the 4,500 families, soon to be 5,000 families, Syrian families that have received boxes, and the 2,000 families in Nepal that have received boxes, and those are the most recent boxes that we've sent out. And you know that what goes into a box is life-saving, it's giving safe drinking water, it's giving a lot of aid where people have lost everything, if they've lost their homes, it gives shelter, it gives a way of making a bit of a start, there's hygiene equipment, and I hope that the civic people that are here this morning can spend 2 or 3 minutes just having a look at what goes in the box afterwards, and join us for coffee and a bun afterwards. And if I could just introduce the civic people, there's my Lord Lieutenant here and his wife, there's Lady Sheriff, there's
Patrick, put your hand up.
There's Councillor Freeman, Chairman of Derbyshire District Council. There's Chairman of Derbyshire Dales District Council, Mr Tom Donnelly. There's Mayor of Wirksworth, Councillor Andy Pollard somewhere.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Skulking as always.
Has Irene come?
I'm not seeing Irene.
Oh, she said she was coming, sorry about that. There's the Mayor of Matlock.
Yes, he's here.
I think
It's very small town.
There's the president of, because this is a Rotary project, there's the president of RIBI, Eve Conway. There's our own district governor, Colin Gell, and there's last year's district governor at the back there, Roger Summers. So really that's my little introduction. And now I hand over to my own lieutenant.
Thank you very much, Mike. Well done. Do you want me facing that way or that way? Or?
Well,
I feel
that way.
I'm talking.
Face that way, please, toward the camera.
I'm not sure I agree with that, but never mind. I'm sorry, you have to excuse my back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Mr. Chairman, Chairman of the High Sheriff, Chairman of the County Council, District Governor, President of Rotary, other civic guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's an enormous pleasure to be with you all this morning, and good morning to each and every one of you on this beautiful morning, and especially for this very special purpose, the presentation of your Queen's Award for Voluntary Service, which is so richly deserved. Her Majesty the Queen, and I understand it was her own initiative, but Her Majesty the Queen, back in her Golden Jubilee year, introduced the Award for Voluntary Service, and she did so because she said that whilst she saw many people going through the palace, and she presented them with MBEs and OBEs and so on for their voluntary service, that in an organisation like this, where there are over 50 or 60 volunteers, she was only recognising a select few, and she felt that the organisation itself should be recognised for the wonderful job that it did, whatever the job was that it was doing. So she chose her Golden Jubilee year to introduce this very special award the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service. And it's my pleasure and privilege this morning to present it to you on her behalf. Derbyshire, over the years since the Golden Jubilee, has been very fortunate, and we've received probably an average of about 2 Queen's Awards for voluntary service a year. This year has been exceptional. We've actually received 4 in Derbyshire this year. But there have been other years where we haven't received any. So the average, certainly over my time as Lord Lieutenant, has been about 2 a year. So you today join a fairly small and a very select and a very special group of people and organisations within this county who've been recognised for this fantastic award. And I offer each and every one of you my richest congratulations. You do a fabulous job here at AquaBox, and the county is well aware of what you do here. I've heard AquaBox talked about all over the county. And you've now been doing it for over 25 years, or nearly 25 years.
25 years, yes.
25 years. Since Mr. Hare introduced it in a stable block, which I believe was part of a guest house on the outskirts of Wirksworth. And here you are today in these surroundings, producing boxes or creating boxes in fantastic volumes. Over those 25 years, you've put together well over 100,000 boxes, which have ended up in over 50 different countries of the world and have been sent to over 50 natural disaster areas in the world during those 25 years, and have clearly helped literally hundreds of thousands of families in the process. This award is slightly different from the others that I've presented over the last 7 years. Normally when I present this award, I'm thanking volunteers for what they do for people in Derbyshire to make the lives of their fellow citizens that bit more pleasurable and tolerable and comfortable. This one is slightly different and probably quite exceptional in Derbyshire, in that I'm thanking this morning you as the volunteers, not for helping the people of Derbyshire, but in fact for helping people all over this world. And for that, on their behalf, I say a very rich thank you to you all. You've covered almost every natural disaster over these last 25 years, and you've done so in a highly efficient and professional manner. It's not just a question, I know, and I'm looking forward, like the rest of my civic leaders, to seeing exactly what you do, but it's not just putting these boxes together here in the back streets of Wirksworth. It's the logistics that are involved. How do you get the box from here to Rwanda or Syria or wherever it's heading? So there's clearly an enormous logistical exercise. And I know that AquaBox, and you, Mr. District Governor, should be especially proud of this. I know that AquaBox are highly respected within humanitarian aid organisations across the country. And you're well recognised for what you do. And I know that you depend on some of them for help in distributing these boxes. But I know that you have the utmost respect within the humanitarian aid organisations, and they know that they can always depend on Wirksworth Rotary Club's AquaBoxes for help whenever disaster strikes, wherever that might be. I know I'm preaching to the converted, but it is just worth reminding ourselves where some of these boxes end up. The last lot in May of this year to Nepal, 520 boxes. Earlier in the year, 500 to Syria, 100 to India, 500 to Turkey to be used for Syrian refugees, 480 to the Philippines, 300 to Eritrea and Malawi, 200 to Nepal, 480 to Kathmandu, 300 to Malawi, 500 to Iraq, 475 to Sierra Leone, going into Syria, 500 for Turkey for Syrian refugees, 100 for Rwanda, 100 for Uganda, and so the list goes on and on. And you're clearly more familiar with the list than I am. But that really is one heck of a record. And each and every single one of you who take part in this project are to be richly congratulated on what you do. I think perhaps more especially, you're to be richly thanked. Not only thanked by me on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, which is the purpose of this morning, but I think, and not only to be thanked by the people of Derbyshire for the credit that you bring across, to this great county, but I think more importantly than ever, to be thanked by the people who actually end up benefiting from the receipt of these fantastic boxes that you put together. So many thanks to you all. My sincere congratulations to you. This award, as I said, is richly deserved, and I am absolutely delighted on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen to present it to you. Before I do so, I'm required to read it to you, although no doubt you've all had a sneaky look at it before I go. It's signed by Elizabeth R, personally at the top. It's signed by the Queen. And it reads, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of our other realms and territories, Queen Defender of the Faith. To AquaBox, a Rotary charity providing safe drinking water purification units and humanitarian aid to disaster victims worldwide. Greeting, we being cognizant of the said group's outstanding voluntary work in the community and being desirous of showing our royal favour, do hereby confer upon it the Queen's Golden Jubilee Award for voluntary service by groups in the community 2016. For such period as the group continues to provide its current service, and do hereby give permission for the authorised album of the said award to be displayed on the group's letterheads and other public material. Given at our Court of St James's under our Royal Sign Manual, the 2nd day of June 2016, in the 65th year of our reign. And as I said, signed personally by Her Majesty the Queen. Enormous pleasure on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, Mike, to ask you to accept the award.
Thank you very much.
I should incidentally have said, I don't think he's actually here. I expected perhaps he would be here. Is David Walker here?
No, he's not very well.
Oh, right.
I rang him last night and he's not very well.
Okay, sorry, I should have said when I was speaking, and I apologise. You only receive these awards if somebody takes the time and trouble to nominate you. And as I go around the county, I try to encourage people to identify organisations who are worthy of these awards and to take the time and trouble to nominate. And that's not easy. It is quite a long, complicated form. You're then subjected to an assessment by my office. I think perhaps the Vice Lord Lieutenant, Colonel Wilson, did the assessment on this one. And he put in a glowing report, I have to say. But I do want to thank David Walker in his absence, because it was David who filled in the nomination form originally and nominated you for this award. And I'd ask you, please, to pass my sincere thanks to David for doing that. And I will now present you, sir, with a piece of glassware. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well done, David.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Margaret. Colin, do you want to say anything?
I just wanted to say a great thank you to you for your kind words and
Thank
for
you.
giving the time to come in today,
More than well.
and thanking AquaBox for their great work. It's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Well done. Thank you very much.
And welcome, Patrick McLaughlin. Don't
Sneaking in the back.
And Irene as well. Oh. There's tea and coffee if the dignitaries would like to go through and have tea or coffee next door and through there. And then everyone else would like to follow through when they want. And also there's a demonstration sort of 2 doors away, still within the building here, and also the ladies that are packing here, if you want to have a chat with them, if you have time, that is. You know, we'd be very grateful.
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
I just want to announce that yesterday we packed the 12,800 filter that we've made upstairs since 2011. We've made 12,800.
It's heavy, isn't it?
Sorry?
That's why I was at home with the box. I don't know.